Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we are diving into Own Your Everyday by Jordan Lee Dooley, a compelling guide that offers insights into finding personal fulfillment and purpose amidst the chaos of daily life. Blending personal anecdotes with actionable advice, Dooley provides readers with practical steps to overcome modern pressures and embrace a more meaningful existence. Ideal for individuals feeling the tug for something greater in life, Own Your Everyday appeals particularly to women seeking to reduce stress and cultivate a purpose-driven life. It also resonates with anyone affected by the often disheartening comparison spiral induced by social media platforms like Instagram. Jordan Lee Dooley is not just an author, but a multifaceted entrepreneur, business educator, and an inspirational figure in Christian communities. From starting a humble Etsy shop during her college years to creating a global brand and running a top-rated podcast named She, Dooley's journey is as instructive as it is inspiring. Her insights in Own Your Everyday are imbued with the wisdom gleaned from her various ventures, including the Own It Academy, making this book a valuable resource for those looking to transform their everyday lives into extraordinary experiences. Join us as we explore how you can reclaim your day and live your life to its fullest potential. Own your everyday. Overcome the pressure to prove and show up for what you were made to do. Introduction. Navigating life's pressure. Discover your true purpose beyond achievements. In today's world, the incessant push to pursue dreams or attain spectacular achievements can feel overwhelming. Whether inspired by motivational speeches or social media feeds, many believe that success and purpose are trademarks of a life well lived, often manifested through career milestones, educational degrees, or social platforms. However, what if this relentless chase is actually steering us away from discovering our true selves? This narrative counters the conventional drive for landmark successes, arguing that purpose cannot be quantified by visible accomplishments. Instead, it's about understanding who you are at your core and finding contentment and value in everyday activities. Let's embark on a journey to redefine what success means by examining some fundamental insights. Firstly, we explore the lessons learned from everyday struggles like dealing with acne. Just as dealing with acne requires addressing deeper skin health issues rather than just the surface, similarly, tackling life's pressures involves delving deeper into our personal values and emotional needs rather than merely enhancing our superficial achievements. Further, we look into how our most profound disappointments often act as gateways to remarkable personal growth and realization. These setbacks serve not just as stumbling blocks, but as stepping stones, guiding us to a deeper understanding of our journey and often redirecting us to paths more truly aligned with our individual essence. Finally, the script elucidates on the concept of everyday success. True achievement isn't about the grandiose or the glamorous. Rather, it is found in the quiet satisfaction of living authentically according to one's values and finding joy in the simple realities of daily life. By shifting focus from external validation to internal satisfaction, we can discover a more grounded and fulfilling sense of purpose. Through this perspective shift, from chasing an elusive, societal defined purpose to cultivating a personal understanding of success, we can relieve ourselves of the unnecessary stress and pressure that comes with traditional measures of success, thus empowering ourselves to live more wholeheartedly and meaningfully every single day. Part 1. Going Beyond. Skin deep, learning from life's imperfections. Imagine this: you're 13 years old, and there's a cute boy in class you want to impress. But there's a catch. You're battling persistent acne. Fast forward a few years, and now you're an adult whose job frequently puts you in front of the camera. But the acne hasn't vanished. It has evolved into painful, deep-seated breakouts. This was the reality for Jordan Lee Dooley, who, like many of us, tried to mask her insecurities with layers, in her case, makeup. Jordan's experience illuminates a vital lesson. Superficial solutions do not address underlying issues. When she finally consulted a doctor, the advice she received went beyond skincare. The key insight here is that masking problems, whether they be skin issues or personal insecurities, might provide temporary relief, but can exacerbate the issue in the long run. The doctor pointed out that while makeup might have concealed the acne, it likely worsened it, and the real culprits, such as stress or diet, needed attention. This scenario mirrors how we often handle life's imperfections. We cover them up, hoping they'll disappear. However, the true path to fulfillment and self-acceptance involves embracing every part of ourselves, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Only by confronting our true selves can we begin to find genuine purpose. The narrative invites us to stop hiding behind the facade we present to the world and encourages us to delve deeper into self-awareness and acceptance. Here's a practical challenge to reinforce this message. For the next 30 days, refrain from self-criticism. Replace negative self-talk with kindness and understanding, the same way you would treat a close friend. By doing so, you'll not only foster a healthier self-image, but also empower a deeper, more authentic engagement with the world around you. This story teaches that, like stubborn acne, the real issues lie beneath the surface. Addressing them requires more than just temporary fixes. It needs genuine, deep-rooted changes and a brave confrontation with the truth of who we are. It's from this place of authenticity that true purpose begins to reveal itself, allowing us to live fuller, more meaningful lives. Part 2. The courage to leave your comfort zone for a more fulfilling life. Ever felt like a fraud? Like at any moment everyone will realize you're not as competent, talented, or experienced as they think. This nagging self-doubt is known as imposter syndrome, and it's something Jordan Lee Dooley knows all too well. Throughout her journey, from a college student running an Etsy store to becoming a social media influencer, she constantly battled the fear that her followers would abandon her if her true self was revealed. Here's the central insight. Daring to step out of your comfort zone is crucial for leading a meaningful life. Jordan's evolution bears testament to the fact that yielding to imposter syndrome stifles growth. By merely attempting new things, even without full expertise, she found unexpected success and fulfillment. Her experience teaches us two core strategies to break free from the trappings of self-doubt and societal expectations. First, confront and challenge your expectations. Jordan almost walked the path of a typical corporate internship, a step considered a precursor to a successful career. She thought ticking this box was essential, but deep down, she didn't feel excited about the opportunity. It took a candid conversation with her mom and hearing a simple, "Well, just don't do it then," to realize that she didn't need to conform to an uninspiring norm. This realization can be liberating for anyone stuck in a cycle of fulfilling presumed expectations, whether self-imposed or dictated by others. Second, embrace incremental progress. When Jordan embarked on launching her Etsy store, she didn't lay out a comprehensive business plan initially. Instead, she took small, manageable steps, starting with purchasing art supplies and managing her first few sales. This gradual approach not only lessened the pressure, but also allowed her to navigate through the process without overwhelming herself. From her story, the underlying message is clear. You don't need a grand master plan from the get-go. Life is often about taking those baby steps, experimenting, and adjusting as you move forward. By doing things this way, you sidestep the paralysis that comes with trying to perfect every detail before beginning. Ultimately, stepping out of your comfort zone isn't merely about taking risks. It's about progressively stretching your boundaries so that growth and discovery become ongoing processes. This shift from stagnation to continual development is what crafts a truly meaningful life. Part 3. Embracing disappointment as a catalyst for growth and meaning. Imagine this. A young couple's life plans hinge on an exciting yet precarious possibility. A successful NFL career for Jordan's husband, Matt, an aspiring football star. On the long-awaited draft day, surrounded by loved ones, They waited anxiously for the life-changing phone call that never came. Hours ticked by without a single ring, marking the beginning of a challenging, uncertain period for Jordan and Matt, but also one ripe with potential for profound personal growth. This narrative underscores a compelling point. Disappointment, while undeniably tough, harbors the potential to be a profoundly positive force in our lives. Firstly, encountering disappointment often requires a shift in mindset. Matt's dashed NFL dreams initially seemed like failure. Yet, with time, the couple realized the importance of viewing their situation through a different lens. They began to see their journey not as a series of missed opportunities, but as a path that was meant for them, filled with its own unique lessons and successes. This change in perspective is crucial. It transforms disappointment from a paralyzing force into a motivational one, encouraging resilience and a forward-thinking attitude. Secondly, disappointment is frequently a precursor to unforeseen opportunities. Jordan reflects on how their altered circumstances led them back to Matt's hometown, allowing them to spend precious months with Matt's father in his final days, an irreplaceable time that might not have been possible had Matt's NFL aspirations been realized. This period also gave Jordan the space and inspiration to write her book, further illustrating how sometimes not getting what we want can lead to unexpected and enriching experiences we need. The journey through disappointment taught them powerful life lessons that were hard but essential to learn. A poignant message Jordan received encapsulates this beautifully. The most important lessons in life are the hardest ones to learn. Indeed, while navigating disappointment is never easy, it is an integral part of our personal growth and development. Through this story, we are reminded that the true test of our character and resilience is not how we celebrate victory, but how we endure and grow from disappointment. By embracing our stumbles and setbacks as integral parts of our life's narrative, we can unlock a deeper understanding of ourselves and perhaps find our most fulfilling path lies through the very trials we hope to avoid. Part 4. How halting the habit of comparison can lift life's pressures. Consider this familiar scenario. You're scrolling through social media and you see friends celebrating achievements, vacations, and parties. Suddenly you're asking yourself why your life doesn't seem as thrilling or successful. This surge of insecurity, known as comparison-induced pressure, can make us feel as if we're constantly falling short. Jordan Lee Dooley often found herself succumbing to this pressure, even in everyday situations like choosing a treadmill at the gym. Caught between faster runners, she'd push herself to compete with their pace, only to realize the futility of her self-imposed competition. Here's the central takeaway. Stopping constant comparison can meaningfully reduce the pressures of everyday life. Engaging in constant comparison is akin to running endlessly on a treadmill. You exert yourself trying to outpace others, but essentially, you don't move forward in any significant way. To escape this exhausting cycle, it's helpful to first understand your motives. Why are you engaging in certain activities? If it's to match or surpass someone else, then you're likely acting under the influence of comparison. Reframing your intentions towards personal goals, the health benefits of gym workouts, the satisfaction of your business meeting a community need, shifts the focus from others back to your personal journey. Moreover, changing how you react to feelings of jealousy can transform how you engage with the world. Jordan adopted a practice of countering every jealous thought with 2 positive affirmations, either about the person she envied or about herself. This approach not only alleviates negative feelings, but also fosters a sense of contentment and self-acceptance. In essence, the path to alleviating the pressure of comparison involves a blend of introspection, to recognize when comparisons are driving your actions, and active mindset shifts, to celebrate personal progress and others' achievements without feeling threatened. As we move beyond mere comparison, we'll encounter other typical obstacles to finding our purpose, such as myriad distractions in our everyday lives. Addressing these can further enhance our ability to live more freely and with intention. Part 5. Mastering Distractions to Forge a Purpose-Driven Life. In an era brimming with digital possibilities, we face a paradox of choice. Initiatives like launching an online store or applying for further education seem just a few clicks away, yet this abundance of options can paradoxically become a hindrance in pursuing a focused, purposeful life. The essence lies in understanding this. Conquering distractions is key to leading a life enriched with purpose. So, how do we navigate this landscape cluttered with enticing, yet often superficial distractions? The journey begins with self-awareness. Recognize what typically sidetracks you. Is it an endless scroll through social media for a quick dopamine hit from likes or comments? Identifying these tendencies is the first critical step, as these distractions foster a passive existence, distancing us from our deeper goals and aspirations. Now, the strategy to combat this is embodied in the 10-to-10-to-10 rule, innovated by author Susie Welch. This principle serves as a potent decision-making tool. Whenever you face a choice, especially one that might lead you away from productive tasks, ask yourself, what will the impact of this decision be in 10 minutes, 10 weeks, and 10 years? This reflection can drastically reshape your perspective. For instance, succumbing to the immediate gratification of watching another episode on Netflix might seem appealing, but measuring this choice against its long-term repercussions on your goals will likely paint a different picture. Likewise, placating a child with candy might ease 10 minutes of your day, but considering its effects weeks down the line might lead you to more constructive solutions. Employing the 10-to-10-to-10 rule empowers you to prioritize actions that align with your long-term objectives, helping filter out the distractions that do not contribute meaningfully to your life's trajectory. By adopting this reflective approach, each decision becomes a stepping stone towards a more intentional and purpose-filled life. Thus, mastering distractions isn't just about avoidance. It's about recalibrating your focus towards activities that substantively enrich your personal and professional fulfillment. In doing so, you chart a course toward a life defined not by the noise that surrounds you, but by the clarity of your chosen pursuits. Part 6. Shaping a definition of success that resonates with your true self. In a world rife with inspiring yet often overwhelming social media posts from high achievers like girl bosses, it's easy to feel a confusing mixture of admiration and anxiety. Jordan Lee Dooley frequently encounters this sentiment among young women across the U.S. during her interactions at universities and conferences. These experiences bring to light a pervasive theme: the immense pressure to succeed, to excel, to be the best version of oneself. The profound lesson here is: redefine success around who you really are. True success isn't just about flaunting glamorous selfies from a perfect job, nor is it about managing million-dollar ventures or performing at the peak of your powers consistently. Instead, it revolves around living authentically as the person you were created to be. Consider the exhausted mother who yearns for a moment of peace, or the student grappling with her studies. Their daily efforts to show up and engage with life are as triumphant as those of any celebrated CEO or public figure. Embracing this definition of success involves setting personal, everyday goals that align with your deepest values and aspirations. This practical approach begins with big-picture thinking. What are the dreams placed in your heart? What do you truly want to achieve in your life? From there, shift focus to the daily details that collectively pave the way to these larger goals. For inspiration, let's look at Jordan's own daily objectives. Disconnecting from her phone to spend quality time with her husband after 6 p.m., engaging in at least half an hour of physical activity, having a meaningful conversation with God, and writing 1,000 words. Each activity is a stepping stone toward fulfilling her version of a successful, purpose-driven day. By defining success in terms that resonate deeply with your personal identity and aspirations, you liberate yourself from the relentless pressure of external validations. Rather than enslaving yourself to societal expectations of status and wealth, you enable a life focused on genuine fulfillment and contribution. This redefined perspective on success isn't just healthier, It also aligns more closely with what many of us ultimately seek: a life measured not by our accolades or achievements, but by how true we stay to ourselves and how meaningfully we engage with the world around us. Final summary. In a society teeming with challenges, from the relentless pull of distractions to the urge to compare ourselves with others, it's easy to feel as though everyone else has figured life out except for us. However, the key to navigating this complicated world lies not in external achievements, but in finding and focusing on our true purpose. The driving message behind these insights is clear. Life's fulfillment is found not by conforming to societal pressures or accumulating status, but by grounding ourselves in authentic living and meaningful pursuits. When we shift our focus inward and begin to define success on our own terms, aligned with our personal values and the essence of who we truly are, we unlock the potential for a genuinely satisfying existence. This approach encourages us to step away from the superficial measures of success that often dominate our screens and societal dialogues. Instead, it invites us to embrace a life that celebrates daily acts of purpose, whether that's making meaningful connections, pursuing passions, or simply being present in the moment. By refocusing our lives around genuine intentions and personal truths, we can navigate our days not with a sense of inadequacy or competition, but with the knowledge that we are living our best, most purposeful lives, right here and now. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.